So it was designed as a fighter airplane, and it was a lot of fun. A very, very interesting airplane, a lot of fun to fly.
I grew up about 2 blocks from this park, and as a 5 or 6 year old coming to the park, I first remember the airplane being here in its natural state, and we were able to climb into the plane actually through the fuselage and get into the belly of the plane and sit in the cockpit.
The name of the park, of course, pretty well changed from, well, it's Boysen Park now, but it's always been known as Airplane Park ever since the plane was here.
This plane was made available. It's a Navy Grumman F9F Cougar. It was a plane that was built for the Navy for reconnaissance flights in the Korean War.
The plane was brought over here on a flat car from Litchfield, Arizona. They had to herd it in and brought it into the park area, and it was unloaded with a crane and looked pretty nice.
The cost was $250, and that was just simply the cost for the transportation of the plane by rail to Anaheim.
When the plane was first brought in, all of the instrumentation, all of the equipment was still on or in the plane, so the wiring and so on soon deteriorated and kind of torn up and torn out.
Some of the edges of the metal became burred, and some of the rivets began to show through as the edges of the wings were worn down from kids sliding down. And so it became a hazard, and it was actually fenced off in about 1966 while city officials decided what we could do to make the plane safe again. So it was decided to actually have the plane sprayed with a gunite mix with cement and a latex glue, and we encased it back in 1967. The procedure went off very well, and it's provided to be a very, very good preservative for the plane.
Didn't look a whole lot like like the original plane, but the shape was there. It was still a plane for the kids to play in, get in, pretend they're flying, and so it's never lost its charm as far as I can see.
The story goes that as the Navy provided this plane to us and shipped it by rail in pieces, they did not remove the mechanism for the ejector seat.
See, they put a 37 millimeter shell in a cannon behind the seat, and that's what takes the seat out.
And it was realized some months or a period of time down the road after the plane was placed here, of course, and proper precautions were taken, and the removals of those devices were undertaken so that it was made safe.
We'd have been in bad trouble if somebody had tried to use that ejection seat.
It was a great piece of equipment for any kid growing up in this area in Anaheim.
But it wasn't just kids. A lot of the people, particularly aircraft people, would get into the plane, and it would bring back memories to them. Kind of, as a matter of fact, it brought a few tears to your eyes when you'd see that sort of thing happen.
Well, I'm proud of it. I'm very proud that they would put it here. I wish I could have one in my front yard.
I'm very happy that it's here and that it's been so much enjoyment for so many people. And I hope it stays here a long time.